No, I'm tired. So fucking tired. Doge! Calder, what's going on, legend? DM, what's going on, mate? Rusty Ranger, what's going on, mate? Trevor Smith, you bloody legend. Wild Rackman, Ian T, D Beal, legends, what's going on? Ramp 8G. What's everyone up to? Anywho. I don't know if you can tell, but I am in a hotel right now. So we're getting out and amongst it tomorrow. I'm not saying anything because I always seem to moz myself, so we're just doing it. But I can't even. Oh, actually, I think I can here. Actually, yeah. I'll tell you what. Whoever is underneath me is going to hate me by the morning. So it's got like a loose floorboard or something like that. Now I'm trying to be as amicable as I can. I've even actually pushed the bed over a little bit. So, but yeah, it's just creaky floor. Marky P, Colin, stop everyone, collaborate and listen. Oh, what about that one? That was a good one, wasn't it? Every time I get my life together, things start looking. It's actually funny. So, like, those shorts actually do pretty well. It's pretty funny. Rhonda Searle, you bloody legend. Craig. Who else did I miss? Aiden. Hey Biff, while I was watching your dancing short, I couldn't take my eyes off your drink and your dancing arms, thinking it's a matter of time before a drink gets knocked over. Well, that's mad. You know me too well. Jacko, what's going on, legends? Sammy. Hey, Colin, what are you doing tomorrow evening, legend? Oh, I'll tell you what. I actually thought. I actually thought that yeah, the weather's actually pretty bad down my end of the world. Driving out of my end of the world was crazy. What is this tattoo on your face made of? Ink. Um, Probably like some kind of thickening agent to make the ink a little bit thicker. Yeah, made up, got some skin attached to it as well. So weird. I know. I know. I know. Oh, there's my beautiful mum. That's my mum, and she's beautiful. Finish work at 8:30. That actually suits me perfect, to be honest, bro. I'm not too far from you at the moment. Do you know what I hate? Do you know what? Do you know how I always talk about OCD and ADHD and stuff like that? Do you know what gets me? You know when you buy a t-shirt and the neck stretches a little bit, I can't handle it. Does my head in. Yeah. Oi, Upside Nay, what's going on, legend? Anyone else who I missed? What's going on anyway? Football, everything, it's all happening. For once, the weather in Melbourne was actually better than my side of the world. It was crazy actually driving out of my ends. Quiet in Queensland town. Which Premier League team do you support? Do you know what? Like, I mean, Liverpool, right? Now, there's multiple reasons why I barrack for Liverpool, but the number one reason, and the reason what made me actually say that I follow a team. Now, I generally don't follow soccer, football, or football, soccer. But yeah, Liverpool. If I had to follow a team, it would be Liverpool. Now I'll tell you why. So when I was doing my big one of my close mates used to watch Premier League and stuff like that, and I used to live in the cell next door to him, and sometimes it would hear like he's having a party in his cell, and I'd be like, "What's going on there?" And then yeah, it was him watching the Premier League, and he actually had. So we got it's one of the best like jail tattoos I've seen. So he got from the top of his like groin area there to his knee, done with the Liverpool tattoo. And everyone wears shorts in jail, especially in summer. And I used to see it every day. And so like yeah, and then so we actually moved into the buddy cell. And so if you guys don't know what a buddy cell is, it's a 2-out cell, right? So it's just like it's exactly a cell next door to the other one, but there's a hole cut in the wall, so you can walk through to the other cell in the middle of the night if you want to. If you ask me, it's a crazy idea, and people get hurt in themselves. Um, but yeah, that's what brought on my Premier League. England got lucky last night. So look, I will say I don't watch the Premier League or whatever. Obviously, I know that the World Cup is going on, but yeah, I really don't follow it. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Where is it now? I probably can't fucking find it. Anyway, um, so yeah, we're going to be trying out some new stuff over the next couple of days. Some things that we haven't done on the Chaos Chronicles before. We're really branching out a little bit, and you guys are coming along for the ride. What can I say? I will make a premiere video for tomorrow night. I do have everything with me so I can do it. Oi, Tex Buttles. Well, I'm actually really looking forward to getting that off you, Cole. Right. Ah, cheeky little devil. Wait, I can't fucking deal with this. I'll tell you what. There's no halfway with OCD. You either have it or you don't. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just fixed. Every time I come to Melbourne, I go to Kmart and I buy myself some fresh white shirts. Do you remember Christy and Terry Archer from Marinda Park? No way. Oi, Christy Archer was one of my fucking girlfriends in high school. I remember fucking Christy and Terry very well. I actually remember their older sister and their mum, even their dad. Actually, me and Christy used to be very close friends when we were in primary school, and we kind of came from the same kind of household. You know what I mean? Without saying too much, but yeah, I actually met Christy's dad years later. But yeah, I remember very well. Oi, Nessie, a bloody legend. Skater John, I had too many tonight. It's Thursday night stream. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, we don't do like 5-hour streams and stuff on Thursday nights, but we definitely like crank over a 2-hour stream. You don't want to be tapping out 15 minutes in. Is the fresh new white t-shirt because of prison? Curious. Well, no. If I'm totally honest, so I used to wear black, right? I wear like shades of colors. Yeah, I have very few. You will never see me in like a yellow t-shirt, a red t-shirt, a fucking green t-shirt, a blue t-shirt. You just won't see it. Yeah, I wear shades of colors, and I'm very very particular. Fuck. Have a look at my fucking suitcase. It's literally just black, tan, or white in multiple different colors. E- Even my scarf, even my scarf's rocking all them colors. You can't write this shit. We don't wear t-shirts in far north Queensland. So, I haven't lived in far north Queensland before, but I've lived in Queensland before. Shut up. Fucking too loud. Animal. Skip doing my housework tonight. Oh, your coursework. Oh no. Is that housework or coursework? Far North Queensland rocks. Yeah, I've got friends that live in I don't know if it's far North Queensland. I'm not very geographically smart to be honest, but I've got friends that live in Townsville. I've got family that live in Mackay, and yeah, I mean most of my family lives in Queensland. As a matter of fact, the vast majority of my family now lives in Queensland. Wasn't the case 20 years ago. Um, but yeah, my mum moved there when me and my brother done the big one. I got 9 years, my brother got 6. So it was a long time away from my poor mum, and she wanted to be near her family and stuff like that. At the time, my nan lived up there, and I've got uncles that live up there and stuff like that. But yeah, I've got family everywhere in Queensland. I've got family in Hervey Bay. Yeah, got family in Mackay. Got family in yeah, got friends in Townsville. Yeah. Toll alert. Oi, bro, don't even start with me. That's far north. Yeah, no, I know. That's what FNQ stands for, Mumsy Moozles. But yeah, I've got family all over Queensland. I actually, to be honest, like, on a broad spectrum, I enjoyed myself at in Queensland. But the thing was, right, so before I had left, like I was still involved with a bike club and stuff like that. And well, if you live in Queensland, I'm sure you know what the bike club laws are like up there. And I was still a dipshit then, and it's so crazy because like I was literally on non-association, and the moment I was allowed to, oh, that's why I'm giving up. I'm giving up while I'm ahead. I could be a fucking hand, but I'm giving up while I'm ahead. What's that dog on your profile picture? Looks like a right. I got bad eyes, medical condition, but I reckon that looks like a bull terrier, like maybe a Roman nosed bull terrier. The ZG85. collar up. I used to do that, right? That's how I used to do it. As a matter of fact, my jacket has actually got a fucking 100% permanent collar crank. Check this out. Head or hand, Biff. So I'm glad someone fucking got onto that. So also another reason why I am in Melbourne is because it's really funny because a lot of people have commented on my bottom teeth over the last few weeks, and I'm actually in the midst of getting them fixed. So I don't know how I'm going to do it because I have to do like a week with like no teeth, and then I have to get shit drilled into my gums, and yeah, so I'm gonna be like a week, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to wear a mask or something like that. I don't know, COVID mask. I'll figure it out. But it's very important for me. Like, as you can see, top teeth are fucking A plus, bottom teeth F minus. But anyway, what I was saying is, my jacket has a constant fucking collar crank. The collar just constantly up. Oh. I can't stand dentists. Follow me if you like bull terriers. I'll tell you what, the ZG85. If you are here in my next live, being as positive and whatnot as you are now. Now I don't care. I don't care if we generally don't do page promotion and stuff on this page. But seeing as you are a fresh creator and whatnot, I won't even, do you know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, if you are in this chat next live, I will follow you back. I think that's a pretty fair deal. Do you know what I mean? Wait, what did I miss, Sammy? Went to the dentist today, had my root canal done. Whoa. I lost Kirby's teeth in the city while I was having lunch with Frank Morgan. Oh, respect to both of them legends. I'm actually talking with one of those at the moment, Rhonda. Because I'll tell you what, like I really dislike not being at my desk. Like I like having everything right there where I need it. I forgot that I had these t-shirts. I'm so glad that I got t-shirts made up because who knows? I don't have this car anymore, but this was one of my t-shirts from last year. So that was the car that I had last year. I had a 5.7 litre Statesman, and that was my beast there. But yeah, I found like 5 of these t-shirts the other day. I was like, fuck. Yeah, I just forget about so much shit. But if you guys know that design has now got my new on it. Wallaby did not walk away. Had to pull it out. It was stuck between the front wheel and the frame. Damn, Matt. Oi, I'll tell you something crazy once, right? So we used to snowboard a fair bit when we were younger. As a matter of fact, you've probably never met anyone that can like. So I used to deliberately, all my mates would be buying lift pass, and I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing it. And I would literally get on right to the top every single time. And my mates would be like, how do you do it, bro? And I'm just a people person, mate. That's all it is. But so one time we were going up to Mount Buller and we were already up there and we were waiting for 5 more mates to come up. There was literally like 4 carloads of us going up there and we were waiting for 1 more carload of mates. And out of all places for this to happen, it happened where it happened, which is fucking wild. So they were like already through the, you know, where they check your chains when you go into Mount Buller and then you start going up the mountain. So they were already through the chain check, everything like that. And they were halfway up the mountain and they were doing the speed limit, which at the time I believe was 80 Ks and not 60 Ks like it is now. And a fucking cow. They hit a cow doing 80 kilometers, right? And so we're all sitting, we're all there. They call it Burke Street, right? If anyone's ever been to Mount Buller. And so we're all just there chilling out on our snowboards, like fixing our fucking, like all our gear up and making sure our boots are fucking strapped in properly, blah, blah, blah. But it's getting to the point where we're like, wow, where are these boys, man? Like they should be here by now. And then all of a sudden we get this phone call saying, like, we are fucked. Like, you need to come and get us. Like, we're fucking probably going to hospital. So one of them actually, I believe if the cow didn't go up on the bonnet and like, it's kind of like they both hit the screen at the same time. So the cow hit the windscreen, but one of my mates that was in the passenger seat also hit the fucking cow as well. So, what about that? You're going up to Mount Buller to chill out in the snow for the day and you plow into a fucking cow doing 80 kilometers an hour. And this was in the early 2000s. So this would have been about maybe 24 years ago, 23 years ago. And they were driving a Cortina, right? So if you know, back then cars were made out of stuff that didn't bend and buckle and break, and, you know, cars were made to last back then. And yeah, it was fucking ridden off. That's awful. My husband hit a bull and died. Our kids were in the car. Wait, your husband passed away, respectfully? Is that what you're saying? Or the bull passed away? Fuck, that's deep if it was the first one. If I'm surprised you haven't done a story on the 63 unsolved murders around Byron Bay area. Well, I actually have. So I've done a couple of videos. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm highly interested in. But what I will say is, so the person that I'd done the video on that went missing from Byron Bay, I'm not going to say his name, but you guys can find it in my playlist. I actually, after I'd done that video, I had the family reach out to me and say, like, respect to you, like, we really, really appreciate you bringing light to this, because you know what I'm like. And so the exact case what I'm talking about, there was police involved as well. And so the day that the police took his life, the guy whose life was taken had, his wife or girlfriend had rejected that police officer's advance earlier that day. Later on that night, that guy's brown bread. And yeah. Wait, what did I miss here? Wait, what did I miss? Hang on. Oh, damn. Oi, fucking, I'm sorry to hear that. That's fucking crazy. Fuck. Were you watching this before I started speaking about that? Like, were you watching the live and then I started speaking about that? Because that would blow your mind. If that was me, I would be mind blown right now. So this guy usually talks about fucking other random stuff, and now he's talking about his mates hitting a fucking cow. That would blow my mind. Michael wants to know what happened to the amputee ×4 guy. I'm confused. Yeah, today you break car, 90s car breaks you. That is the fucking truth. Like, I reckon, right? I reckon that I could probably do the timing on any car just because I've seen my dad do it that many times. I reckon, like, before it became fuel injected and stuff like that, like, I remember, man, there were times when my dad and all his brothers would be around one car, like, all trying to, like, yeah, just do fucking dumb shit, dude stuff, like men stuff that men do, and try and make their fucking cars faster by tweaking Harvey or doing this or doing that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Never showed me. Never said, hey, come over here, I'll show you how to do this. I was like the redheaded kid over in the corner, just looking, finding stuff out. Make you cry. Out of my own lane. Yes, I have been here from the start. Boy, that would have been a little bit fucking like, wow, that's crazy. But look, listen, from myself to you, yeah, my deepest sympathies, and that would be absolutely fucking horrendous. And yeah, respects to you. And I'm sorry for. I actually feel a little bit horrible about it now, to be honest. But yeah, I'm sorry. But like, you know, like, I don't want to just stop talking about it. But like I promise, if that was me, and like I was sitting there and someone just randomly started talking about it like that, I'd be like, oh, that's random as. I very rarely believe in coincidences. I mean, it's just the way life has turned out for me. And sometimes a coincidence is an easy way out. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the truth is a little bit harder to deal with. How to build a brick wall. Oi, Sambo, you blood legend. Hey, Biff, can you do a video on the disappearance of Steve Williams, GJMC, Prez, who went missing in... All right. So I will say this, right? I can't touch on that story, yeah? If you know enough about me, you will understand why I can't touch on that story, and I won't touch on that story. You know, as much as I would like to dive into that, you know, I believe that his daughter Blaze deserves nothing but the answers from that. It's been decades now, and you know, like, it's actually a little bit surprising that answers haven't come forward yet, because, you know, loyalty is lost over 30 years. Friends are lost. People don't hang around with the same people anymore. It's actually crazy that something as big as that, what you're talking about, still to this day is one of Australia's biggest mysteries, you know? But I'm sure you could understand why I can't touch on it. Yeah. How come Cherry Ripe is so small and twice the price? So, can I say this to you, Deb? Absolutely. Chocolate is a fucking nightmare right now. I'm glad I don't eat it, but I have fucking teenagers that love it, so we get chocolate. The price is crazy, man. Like, it actually blows my mind how crazy like, here I am talking about fucking inflation. Are we serious? But like, let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? I actually pisses me off inflation. I'll tell you what pisses me off the most. This is what pisses me off. When you live in small country towns like I do, mate, that's why I couldn't lie to you about getting healthy. You're too important to your kids, wife, and your family. Oh, thank you, legend. Oi, Jonesy, you bloody legend. Oh, Ferg's here and everything. What's going on, Ferg? So here's the truth: cherry ripes will also get you a if you've just eaten a cherry ripe, right, and you get breathode, alcohol breath test, you will. A lot of people have lost their license from eating cherry ripes. Stevie was that, Sammy. You're absolutely right. So, legend who mentioned it did say that. He just put the initials. He said GJMC, which is obviously, you know. Oh, guess what? All right, I'll see if you guys can. Remember, I said I was going to buy something because it's just the ultimate way of movement for me. I have multiple sclerosis. For those of you that don't know, I am in the midst of just getting on medication. I was off my medication for nearly 18 months. It's a mixture of my fault and the stupid doctor's faults. But either way, here I am today. But I have MS. But I got something. I said I was going to buy something, and I did. In my, I can't have it in here because like apparently they catch on fire. I was like, oh, come on. I'm pointing out that part. And then this side, fuck yeah, let's go. Oi, this thing is crazy and legal. Brand spanking new. So you can expect a bit of that business going on. Like I said to you, legends, we're trying new shit out. I refuse to let my condition stop me from doing what I love doing so much, and I will try my hardest to not let that get in the way of me delivering great content for you, legends. John Doe, you bloody legend. What's going on, Fergs? Oi, Blocky Parrot. It's actually a fucking good one too, yeah? So wait until you see this thing. Like, it is big. Yeah. V-line fridge magnet picked up years ago because I'm from Shepparton. Nice. Oi, do you know what I seen the other day? I actually think I'm going to buy it. I seen a TAB sign, right? Like a TAB light up sign. I was like, bro, I need that in my fucking studio for sure. That would look mad, just up there on the wall glowing. People would be like, bro, have you got a TAB sign? Yes, I do. I was like, that is one of the coolest things I have seen this week for sure. You know what else I seen? I don't know if I should or I shouldn't, but I don't know anyone who doesn't need a life-size Incredible Hulk. Now, I can't express to you, legends, how fucking big that is, right? So the Incredible Hulk is incredibly larger than a normal size human. So this thing is fucking massive. And I also think that that would look good in my studio. I'm just saying. Everyone needs one. Exactly what I thought. It was the same like 2 months ago when I nearly bought an ultralight aeroplane. If it wasn't for my mum, this is how silly I was back in the day. Yeah, I would. It's ADHD. I can't help it. I have to do something that is fucking pumping me adrenaline. And so I was like, who doesn't want an ultralight airplane? Let's be honest. I want one. I want an ultralight airplane. I also want a gyrocopter. Who doesn't want one of those? People are like, they crash, people hurt themselves. You only live once, let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Oi, Lisa Butters! You realise it was all fake, right? That's why Dr. Fauci got a pardon. Wait, what did I fucking miss? That went fucking deep all of a sudden. But yeah, Fauci corrupt as mofo. All right, give me a moment, legends. Oh, wait till you see my new scooter. It's pretty fucking cool, and I could actually drive from. Like if I was riding it, I could literally ride from Broadmeadows to Cranbourne and maybe back. But definitely there, 100%. Cruise around, do anything. It's crazy. So shattered when I get to the hotel and they're like, hey, you can't take that in your room, mate. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? It's worth thousands of dollars. Of course I'm taking it in my fucking room. They're like, no, we've had actually multiple of them catch on fire. I'm like, well, mine's not going to catch on fire. It's an expert. Stupid. All right, give me a moment. I'll have to use the lavatory. I'll leave some banging tunes on for you legends. Let's go. Chaos Crew. Through the storm, from the stories to the struggle, yeah, you've been there all along. Late night, and the chaos crew shows up. One moment, legends. Can you guys hear the floor? It is crazy. Adults are talking now. Oh, what about before? I went into a shop to see what was going on with a vape and whatnot. And this guy hands on me. I was like, hey bro, fucking what flavour vapes you got right now? He's like, no, we sell no smoke, we sell no vape. You get out. You go now. I was like, oh, this is where I came last time and brought my vape. I don't understand what you're saying right now. And he's like, you go now. And then like he's getting like really, really colourful. And I'm like, yeah, all right, bro, all right. Fucking calm down, man. And he's like, literally like less than a step away from me and about to put his hands on me. And I just went, nah. Stopped him dead in his tracks. I was like, don't you fucking dare, bro. I go, this is going to turn this situation very bad for you. Do not put your fucking hands on me. And yeah, he's like, well, you get out. You go. I was like, I was fucking going, bro. The door's closed and you're walking up on me. I'm not going to turn my back on you, bro. Yeah. I was like, fuck. Never a dull moment, I tell you. Biff with the BS stories again. Oi, bro, ask your mum. She'll tell you they're true. Mikey the smoker. What do you do, smoke blokes? How you going? Anyway, just saying, bro. Sorry. Had something in my throat. So did you. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. Mikey the pole smoker. And yeah, bro, see that? See that, Mikey? No hands. No hands. Out of the park. See you later. I told you guys, right? It's the only time I turn it up is when someone comes in here is trying to be offensive to myself or trying to be offensive to you legends. I promise you, you did not come equipped enough to play that game with me. I've been doing this for that long. I've got every single one fucking line drop that's going to be a mic drop every single time. Especially when your name's Mikey the Smoker. So for those of you brother, you haven't been anywhere I've been. Stop it. Stop it. Making yourself look silly now. Love me a troll hunt. Hey, listen, to be honest, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is exactly why we don't do drinking lives anymore. Because there's to a point where I literally have a big fuck you attitude and I really just have no, I have to say what I want to say. So have I ever done time in Perth, son? No, I haven't, bro. So I've only ever done time in Victoria. I have been paroled in Queensland when I was on non-association from the bike club I was with, and it's really funny because someone brought up the Attorney General the other day, the Attorney General's wife, and yeah, only done time in Victoria, but I've paid the piper. Believe me, you know, I'm up there in double figures, that's for sure. I was in for a bit in Queensland. So I've got family members, very close family members that have done time in Queensland, and yeah, like it's a different, you know. I have been in the cells in Queensland a few times actually, but yeah, got bail. But this was way before the new laws came in, and anyone that looked like me would not get bail. I don't understand it. I do not get it. I don't get it. Like, people like me don't get bail, and we're not out there fucking kicking in old people's doors and fucking doing all this crazy shit that these kids are doing these days. It's crazy, man. I don't understand it. Like, lock up the people that need to be fucking locked up, for fuck's sake, and stop being like fucking PG about it. Here's the truth, right? I'll tell you the truth. All you clippers can start clipping away. This is the absolute truth, right? Once a teenager is at the point in their life where they think it is okay to stick a bladed instrument inside somebody, they're gone. It's past, they are beyond the point of coming back. And here's the truth. I say this all the time, right? I fucking hate it. I think that prison is the worst thing whatsoever. But people do deserve to be there. I was one of them people, and I did deserve to be there when I was there. I would probably say there's maybe 2, maybe 3 times that I went that I didn't deserve it, but you cop it sweet and you get along on with your day. Anyway, these kids are fucking crazy now, and I don't get it. I don't get it how... Here's the truth, right? If I was to sit here right now and plan out some crazy crime like that with premeditation, go there, interfere with somebody's home living life in the middle of the night. Did you guys see that one in... Like, literally, there's one every single night. And it does my head in. It fucking does my head in, man. Like, I wish I could just grab these fucking dudes and say, you don't even understand. You think that you doing that, like, you think that you doing that is going to get you some kind of stature when you get to jail, because if you stab someone, you're going to fucking jail unless you're under 18. And when you get there, you're going to find out really fucking quickly that everyone is 3 times bigger than you because they've been there for longer and been fucking eaten like machines. They are willing to do 10 times more than what you are, and will leave you there and laugh at you while you are left there. You find out very quickly these kids have no idea. They think like, yeah, fuck yeah, I've got like street cred. They think it's fucking Grand Theft Auto 5. I swear to God. It's like they're like trying to build their stars up. Once they get to 5 stars, bang, gangster. Oi, Ben. Fuck off, bro. Seriously. You and Milky Tots can fucking nick off. Oh, sorry, it was Mikey the Smoker. Nick off. We are the #1 chat community on YouTube, not only Australia, but worldwide. But to hold that title, you have to have the best moderators. And if you can see anyone in the chat right now that types words and their name is in blue, they are our awesome moderators. And that's why I said before, look, Mikey, no hands. I don't even have to say anything. That's how awesome our moderators are. They just know. They even know. They're like, Biff's on the verge of fucking flipping out here, so let's fucking get rid of this guy. Like, they know it's good. They're the best moderators ever. Quickest mods in the business. 100%. Do you know what I mean? And you have to accept it as a part of social media. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be someone in the chat, especially when someone looks like me. Do you know what I mean? I'm covered in fucking Larrys everywhere. And when someone sees someone like me fucking covered in Larrys, oi, fucking Yodsy, Buttles, thanks for sending a gift. Never seen that one before. Thank you, legend. G'day, man. I've got a question for you. What's your favourite movie? Sci, horror, fantasy, zombie, doesn't matter what genre. I really fucking there was a time in my life where I only watched like crime shit. There was also a time in my life where I was that dead against watching fucking police shows just because of the life I was living, and I was just dead against it. But as far as movies go, look, if it's a good movie, I don't care whether it's like an adventure, a fucking mystery, a thriller, a horror. I don't really have a genre, but I will say this, yeah, I generally don't buy into the zombie movies. Are you into Chopper's story, Biff? 100%. So I actually knew Chopper personally. I was able to meet Chopper a fair few times when I was younger. Before I'd done my big sentence, actually, there was a time when I was around the bloke a fair bit. You know, yeah. Hey Biffo, do you like the Oz Chopper movies? I love it. If you ask me, I'll tell you it's the best movie ever, and it's the best Australian movie. If you ask me, it's in the top 3 of my best Australian movies, which is hard because you really need a top 10 because a lot of them are very good. I like watching apocalyptic movies as they are about money is useless to survive. 100%. So have you seen Apocalypto? It's the movie that Mel Gibson directed, and it's about the Mayans. Look, they might have been Aztecs, but like same area, South American. That was good. Do you know what I mean? I appreciate good cinema. I really do. I love a good comedy. I love fucking stand-up comedy. I really love stand-up comedy. There's just something about stand-up comedy that can get you laughing like nothing else can. And even if I look back and I try and think of any TV show that's made me laugh, it's got to be up there. Major Payne, right? I remember when I watched Major Payne for the first time, it just seemed like I cannot it still cannot watch Major Payne without, and it triggers my ADHD and I start talking like fucking Major Payne. And but yeah, like that's a funny movie, but here's the truth. There's nothing funnier you can watch than a fucking stand-up comedian. And I will push you to the test, yeah? The movie that you say is the funniest movie you've ever watched, sit that aside. If you have not seen Eddie Murphy Delirious, I'm telling you right now, you are about to enter a world of laughter that you did not know existed. I cannot, there is not, I have to walk away from it because it hurts me to watch it. Like I laugh that hard, my stomach hurts, my jaw starts hurting. It is so fucking funny. How long have you been clean and out of that world, so to speak? 8 years, cold turkey for me. Best thing I did. Yep. So for me, bro, I am 6 years clean. Now, full transparency, like I got out and I fucked up 4 times after I got out. Like I said to myself, right, this is it for me. No more prison, no more jail, no more drugs, crime, this and that. That I've had enough. And so I literally stopped taking drugs from that point on. But I did. I had 4 fucking relapses. When I say relapses, like I did take drugs 4 times in the beginning. And yeah, so for me, it's like, yeah, it's the best thing ever. And like I tried to explain it to people, like, you know, you've come a long way when you can go certain places and it doesn't affect you, you know. Yeah, me too, bro. Like, and it's like I try and tell people, you know, you're going to be an addict for the rest of your life, you know. It just gets easier to deal with, you know what I mean? And you have to be honest with yourself. If you've been an addict before, you're going to be an addict forever. And that's the truth. You have to be honest about it. And it's a vicious fucking cycle to get out of. But yeah. Oi, Dave Chappelle. I love me a bit of Dave Chappelle, actually. Exactly right. It's nice walking down the street and seeing police drive past and they don't harass you. And I 100% agree there. Look, I 100% agree there, but unfortunately, I chose to fucking do myself up like this. So I've got Larry's everywhere, got face tattoos, fucking teardrops, numbers on me face. I am like prime target, especially for Victoria Police. But yeah, at the end of the day, you've just got to, like I said in the other live, you've just got to adjust and adapt and move forward. You can't let this shit get you down. At the end of the day, I made my bed and I've got to lie in it, you know? Oi, Baruj! Oi, Barb, you bloody legend, sending out 5 memberships. Who got one? Let's go. So, Mothman got one, Skater John got one, Hoggy got one. Oh, Carnibus got one. That's a mad name. John Mack got one. Fucking let's go, legends. Wait. I always forget I can't do it when I'm on my phone. It fucking shits me. I really don't understand what is the point of games. Who sits there and plays games with their fucking chat? Really? Play. Right. See? How ridiculous is it? Oh, look how good I am at sculpting, though. Just saying. Why does he kind of look like what a pen is? Anyway, I can't even turn it off. How do I fucking get out of it? What have I gone and done? You know what I mean? Like, what is the point of it? Humpty Dumpty. It was like Mr. Potato Head. The chains of addiction are light to begin with until they become heavy to bear. 100%. And it's something that you always have to be on top of, because at the end of the day, we are human beings. We have bad days. And this is what I try and tell people. You know, people say to me also that I make it look easier and stuff like that. Oi, Boomerang Girl. Thank you for the singing. What is that? Sent Husky. Thank you for singing the Singing Husky. Oh no, dropping it in the dunny. Oh, Nessie. Hey, that's mad. Didn't even know you could do that emoji, Hoggy. That's fucking mad. My voice is a little husky. I wish I had a husky voice. I kind of wish I was like, I reckon that rasp in your voice is like a male fucking, it's a heartache. Ain't nothing but a heartache. You know? My voice is a little hoarse. Oh shit! You know what? That's how you know when you're saying your age, right there, because they are words you just don't hear anymore. They were jokes that my dad and my pop used to say. Do you know what I mean? You'd have a sore throat, and they'd be like, "Oh, you know," they'd go to the shed and get a fucking saw out and walk out with a saw on their neck, going, "I've got a sore throat too." Make NRA play, Mumsy. Please dance. Listen, dancing is strictly for shorts and special Friday nights. Dad jokes. Dad jokes are the best. It's 11:11 every day. Every day. Oof. 11. People are going to be like, Biff follows the stock markets? What the fuck? Political punk does the dance. I see it all the time too. Yeah, it's it actually used to do my head in a lot, but I understand it a bit now. Go Biff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have another try at that, Skater John. I have trouble reading at the best of times. I'm lost on that fucking comment, legend. Go Biff. Maybe that means can. All right. Have, I think it means have. Have you seen Startup? Oh, it, are you talking about the movie that's it's Startup? Starred up. It's got um, Ben Mendelsohn in it. You know Ben Mendelsohn? He's like one of our Aussie actors. It's got him in it, and it's a really, really. If that's the one you're talking about, I've seen it. If I get busted being homeless in the car up here, it's a fine. Damn. Oh, are you homeless, legend? Oi, respect to you, legend. The he Henderson. What the fuck was that noise? My room's growling at me. But oi, Matthew Aitken, you bloody legend. Buttles. Dinner and bedtime for me. Biff and crew have an awesome night. Best community worldwide. Let's go. That's it, legends. We got 88 people here. If you guys are here, well, we got 94 here now. If you guys are here and you're enjoying the live, please jump up there and give that like button a bit of a tickle. Just finger bash it. Finger bash the shit out of it. And that'd be much appreciated. Ben Mendelsohn, the real Pope in Animal Kingdom. So a lot of people don't understand this, but Pope is the character. Do you guys understand that the series Animal Kingdom was based on the movie Animal Kingdom, which is based on the Pettingills? It's based Smurf, Kath Pettingill. Who do you think Pope would be? It can only be one of two people, but I'm sure you can figure out who it is. A lot of people don't even know that the series is adapted from the movie. If you have a look, names the same, everything, and yeah, that's the go with it. 100%, Dennis, all day, right? So I remember when the series came out, and I actually thought that they could have got it a little bit wrong because people don't understand how bad Victor Pierce was too. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was dangerous and violent, and in his day, like, people literally walked on eggshells around the both of them. Craig, I just bought a van in the process of putting some rego on it. Let's go. So I sold my camper van last year. I doubled my money on it. Like, I think if you can do that, especially if your car's 20 years old, fucking do it. You're never going to get the option to double your money on a car that's 20 years old. But then I sold that and bought my Statesman, but I also doubled my money on my Statesman too. Yeah, that Statesman was just a wing it. I actually thought it was a scam, and there was no way that I thought I was going to be driving home in a Statesman that night. I literally drove from where I lived to Moe to buy it. That didn't help me believing that it was all legit either. I was like, what part of Moe do you live in? And then when they told me, I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, well, it's worth a drive. Did you see the documentary on the Titan sub? Wow, what a way to bloody go. Oi, legit. What about that? Is crazy, isn't it? What, I don't even have a fucking microwave? How the fuck you give me a safe and no microwave? That's profiling right there. This bloke doesn't want a safe. I get that. I was in a tent for months till my back couldn't handle it anymore. Oh, you poor bugger. Like, I've been in the same position before, and like, there's nothing better than when you are in that position where you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. And I remember when I got my camper van, that was just like the best, because it didn't matter. Like, I would always have somewhere to stay. My dog would always have like somewhere warm to stay. Yeah, being homeless is next level. Did you do Baltara before Tirana? No, I didn't. So, I think I'm pretty sure Baltara closed when I was fairly young. I know this. Do you want to know how I know? Because my dad used to drop me and my brother off there, and to Tirana as well. So, like, we'd be like fighting in the back of the car. Next thing you know, we're pulling up to fucking Tirana or Baltara when we're fucking visiting our family down there. Just dropped off and left there, and we'd be like looking at it going, I don't even know. I'm so much younger. I'm just looking at my brother going, what do we do now? Oh, yeah, we'd always get picked up. That's what he used to do. This government is allowing people to be sleeping in cars and tents. And well, I'll tell you something, right? I'll tell you what's heartbreaking. Yeah, it's very cold in Victoria at the moment, right? I have a very big soft spot in my heart for the homeless. I've been homeless myself. I find it very, very hard to walk past homeless people without helping out in some way. And it's very heartbreaking. Like, I'll tell you something, right? Now, I remember once being on the run. I had to go homeless. It was the only way I wasn't going to get caught. And I actually ended up with no shoes on, right? So it was pissing down with rain. And I remember I was walking through an alleyway between Swanson Street and Russell Street. And these homeless people see me walking past and I had no shoes on. And literally the dude stopped. He's like, "Fuck, stop, bro, stop, bro." He's like, "It's pissing down with rain. You're literally walking through the streets with no shoes on." He's like, "We can't have it, bro. This is the homeless people, yeah." And then started pulling out dry clothes for me, gave me a pair of socks, a pair of shoes. And I'll never forget that shit. Like, I'll never ever forget that, you know. And I'll tell you what, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking walking through Melbourne right now, knowing that I'll tell you what used to break my heart too. Yeah, when I used to do ghost hunting, I'd find so many abandoned buildings that are actually livable, and you'd be like, some of them were huge, like hotels and shit like that. I don't get it. I don't get how we allow this to happen. Once my project is on club registration, I'll be putting a Chaos Crew member sticker on it. So if I'm in cars, shows you legends. Let's go. Oh, I hate it when I'm on my phone. Without the commission housing, I don't know where I'd be. And that's another nightmare for people too. The commission housing. Let's face it. If you're not, even if you are on priority housing, it's going to take you 8 years. I promise you. But that would be mad, Commodores. Would an iPad size screen be better for your live? You know what? I've thought about it. I did used to do lives on TikTok with an iPad, but it's really much of a muchness for you guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem reading the chat or the chat. I can read it quite easily. Oi, Calda just sent a membership. Thank you, Calda. Who scored a membership? So Catch times 22 just received a free membership from Calda. So I've actually So there was a time there when I'd walked away from that life, I'd walked away from the club, I'd walked away from everything, and I lost everything. Like I literally lost everything. And so my middle child was 15 at the time, and he said to me, well, actually, he might have been 14 at the time, and he said to me, I will never leave your side, Dad. And so we'd be on the street, right? And so I had a car, but I'd be like out the front of his auntie's joint, and I'd be like, you can stay here tonight. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to sleep on the fucking street with me. And he wouldn't leave my side. And although we were only on the street for a very short amount of time, like, yeah, there are also things that I wish I could take back, to be honest. You know, I don't have many regrets in my life, but making my children have to go through shit like that, yeah. I have my lappy on. So I used to do that. So sometimes I do that. I'll read the comments on the laptop. But the worst thing is I can't have the music going if I have my chat going. Been there, Biff, was homeless, now have the best public housing, things are looking up. Oi, Andrew Bed, let's go. Well done. And I know, I've been there, do you know what I mean? There is nothing better than that reassurance that you can, especially if you have children, do you know what I mean? A lot of these people have an opinion about homeless people and think it's their fault, right? Now, let's not get it twisted. Some people that end up homeless, absolutely their fault. Me ending up homeless, my fault, yeah? Although, yeah, my business partner did fucking rip me off and fucking took off with the truck and everything, and I lost everything. I still chose to try and fix it in other ways. And yeah, we ended up on the street. And a lot of people have these opinions about homeless people, like they put themselves there and stuff like that. That's not the truth. Like a lot of people need to understand since COVID, so many people lost their jobs, businesses closed down, people could not work, therefore couldn't either pay their rent or pay their mortgage. And then, you know, what are you going to do? And trust me, I've been there. Like people will say that they will help. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there are people out there that will always help people, but you find out who your real friends are when you really, really need help like that. Now, like I said before, most of my family live in Queensland, right? So I'm in Victoria. So like I'm using my own wheels here. You know, I don't have training wheels. I don't get help off anyone. And also I'm very proud. Do you know what I mean? I'm too proud to, which is stupid. I look back now and I see it. But I was very proud, and I used to be too proud to ask for help. And you know, I found out very quickly that there's no shame in asking for help, and took me a long time to work that out and to actually live like that. You know. Why do you have so many tabs open? Seriously. You feel sorry for people who are homeless. I would like to help them. 100%. So this is what I like to do, right? So a lot of homeless people, if they're out there, they do it like they call it cold baiting, you know, cold biting, right? So if they're out there looking for money and this and that, they're generally going to hang around a quick fast food menu, right? Because people are going in there with money in their pockets. They walk out with change. blah, blah, blah. So what I've found is, you know, I remember once, and this is exactly what the guy said to me, and I couldn't be any more respecting of what he said, right? So I walked up to him and I gave him a $10 note. He's like, fuck, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. And then I was like, oh, fuck it, bang, gave him a $50 note as well. As soon as I gave him the $50 note, he goes, bro, he goes, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? Because I was like, go get something to eat, bro. I go, literally, go up there. There's mad HSPs. Go to Macca's, KFC, something. Go get something mad to eat, bro. And he goes, I'll be totally honest with you, bro. He goes, I'm not going to buy nothing to eat. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you just gave me $60. I'm an alcoholic and I am going to buy alcohol right now. I was like, whoa. Like, I appreciate your honesty. But yeah, I found out that, you know, it's much better that if you can help them out, if, you know, you can go to the op shop, get blankets, pillows, stuff like that. That will absolutely help. That helps, you know. Um, where so D Beal, if you're still in the chat, so D used to watch me when I used to do ghost hunting at the old asylum, and so there was actually a homeless lady that lived there the whole time I used to do it. Now she was out there, right? She had something wrong with her, and she would like, you'd be just cruising through there, and it'd be quiet as, and you'd forget all about the homeless lady that lives there, and then all of a sudden you just hear this fucking screaming, which is scary when you're inside an asylum by yourself at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like, what is that noise? Um, but yeah, so she had 2 dogs, and because I used to go to her house all the time, that's how I looked at it. I'm going to her house to do ghost hunting, and she used to be in there every single time. And so, yeah, I started going there. Like, I would give her money and stuff like that. And then, yeah, so the next time I went there, I was like, when I left, I was like, um, I feel like I need to be helping the dogs out too. So when I left, I stopped past Woolies and I got 2 like cheaper brands of dog food, but it was still dog food, dry food. And I went past the op shop, got a couple of blankets and a couple of pillows and stuff like that. And then went home. And then, like, we had a whole heap of clothes that we were going to take to the op shop. And I just got heaps of them. And then the next time I went there, so I walked in to see her first. Now, I knew her on first name basis. She knew me as well. And like, she was quite hard to deal with, but after a while she really knew that I wasn't there to mess with her. And yeah, she was so thankful after that, you know. But there were times when I would go in there and I'd say, hey, how you going? Like, I'm just going to be going through here doing some ghost hunting. And she'd be like, fuck off, don't fucking come back here. And I'd be like, whoa, you all right? I have no issues giving an alcoholic money when I'm on the way to the pub. Look, I agree, and I see where you're coming. But I guess also I've seen this year. You guys need to know that there are people out there pretending to be homeless that are not. They are not homeless. They have their cars. They go and park somewhere near fucking Flagstaff Station or Flinders Street, somewhere away, and then they go and put their homeless people clothes on and they go and beg for money all day. And literally, some of these people can make $1,000 a day sitting there begging for money. And especially when people are begging for money and not putting it into addictions. Yeah, these people, oh, it's bullshit. Boy, full deck. So I remember, right? So we used to always go to Southern Cross Station. So in summer, a lot of homeless people hang around Southern Cross Station. And so we used to go there, me and my kids, and we'd go and feed the homeless people and like give them blankets and stuff like that. And so this one time, I remember this girl walked up to me. Now I'm very perceptive, like I know what I'm looking for, and anyway, so I remember now my sons are very much like I would give them money to give to the homeless people, and so anyway, this lady walked up to us and she had a pram, right, and the pram had a cover on it, and she came up full, like almost tearing up. She's like, please, mate. She's like, can you fucking help out? She's like, I'm doing it rough as me and my baby are fucking living on the street. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, that's actually fucking heartbreaking. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't have any money on me. I was like, but if you come to the ATM, I will get you and your fucking baby some money out, yeah? And this was right out the front of Spencer Street or Southern Cross. And so we go to the ATM, and then when we were on our way back, so some dude walked past and he said, I hope you're not giving her money, and went whoosh and ripped the cover of the pram up. There was no kid in there. There was no kid in this pram. And so this guy, right, as I'm walking off, he's like, I did the same thing yesterday. He goes, she came up to me, asked me for money, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, I realized that there's a good chance that there's not a baby in that pram. And yeah, sure enough, there was no baby in that pram. But what about that? The guy actually walked past and was like, whoosh. She got brought undone in a fucking heartbeat. But she still ended up with my money. You that detective out of Batman. Do you know what? That has been said to me a lot. I don't even think that I do. Now, I know which Batman you were talking about, and you're talking about the dude that's the boss, and he's really loud. And I might have missed him, Stephen, but I don't think Gunny is here, bro. There's some trolls in here. So here's the truth, yeah? It doesn't matter what I do, yeah? If I go live on my phone, so this applies to you, anyone else. When you do vertical lives, so if you do 6x19 lives instead of 19x6 lives, here's the truth, right? Because most people have a phone in their hand, you get a lot more people in your lives, which also means that you get a lot more of them types. Good on you, Craig. Love music, buskers, respect. Oi, buskers were the best. I used to love, and used to take us to the buskers. I used to love doing that. Yeah. Yeah, make it. I'm all ears, brother. Like, keep it PC, as I know you would. And that's the absolute truth, Calder. Do you know what I mean? Most trolls don't even have the dash to fucking put their own profile picture up there, let alone their own name. They all hide behind a fake veil. So I think you might be a little bit surprised with my retort. But nevertheless, are we on an egg shortage? I wondered that the other day when I seen it on the TV. Here we go again. Oh, damn. Oh, you're back again, Pinjaro, with your fake patch picture. I'm just wondering if you're still wearing anyway. See a big guy, big tough patch guy. Well, put my patch on my profile picture, people will think I'm tough. Urgh. So here's the truth, right? So I don't even know what happened with Short Straw, right? I can remember watching videos of him and another creator, and he'd be wearing my hoodie while filming with the other creator. We were all sweet. And then one of my moderators blocked him here one day. And then, yeah, now he comes on here in the long straw or the short straw. And, bro, I have never, ever been any type of negative towards this guy. I really don't understand it. But yeah, I mean, all the best to you, mate. Do you know what I mean? How come you can't just go help homeless people out and not video it? How come you have to video it and fucking let everybody know that you're doing that? Do you know what I mean? How come you can't just go and do that? You know, you're making money off your videos while you're doing it. So like, don't pretend to be something that you're not. Yes, you are doing good things, but you also come on here and fucking be quite nasty to me, and I've never done anything of the type to yourself. Might do content with other people that don't know reality from fucking, do you know what I mean? And maybe he's got his mindset in that mindset. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I got fucking charged with attempted murder, and then I got charged with manslaughter. Someone has to die for someone to get charged with manslaughter, yeah. And then it got dropped to attempted murder, and then I cut the guy from here to his wrist, and then it ended up getting dropped to GBH. Well, we also don't have a charge in in Victoria. Never. Not once have we ever had a charge called GBH. The only thing in Victoria that's named GBH is a fucking drug, which they're probably on. You know what I mean? Also, another story that was an absolute banger, saying that in 2004 or something, 2005, that they shot at someone in the main street of St Kilda when that person has been in prison since 1995. No release ever, never getting out. Just the amount of stuff that comes out sometimes, I'm like very, whatever blows your hair back. All the best to you, mate. But I do wonder if you still wear my hoodie when you're doing content with the other dickhead. Anyway, moving on. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, And I was going to say, because I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I was going to say that, you know, I will always have Gunny's back, my moderator's back all the time, you know, and you can guarantee you, right, every single time that someone has come into the chat and has been like that and is someone like the person that we are mentioned, I know about it. My moderators will let me know. And like it is my choice to say, see you later. I have no time for it. Like, do what you're doing, mate, but don't fucking come on me and try and get fucking clout from fucking coming on here and trying to be a hero to me. You know damn well, mate, that if I seen you in person, you would not say a fucking word. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's a big, tough hero behind their fucking keyboard, always have something to say. But I promise you, that person would not say anything to me. They will say to people, oh, yeah, I fucking will this and that. But I promise you, once they see the eyes, they just won't. Anyway, moving on. Yep, moving on. What about this weather we're having? Like, in all honesty, there's a big fucking weather warning going straight up the middle of our state right now. It was pretty crazy driving here, if I'm honest. I actually went 40 minutes out of my way so I didn't have to go through fucking windy roads that quite possibly could be flooded. Hey, all I will say is this before I say it. Who can remember about 4 or 5 lives ago, I said I'm going to Flemington. Then half an hour, I said, I'm really not going there, yeah? I just say it because I know someone else is going to do it. And then literally, it's like, you can't write this shit, really. And I literally said it. I called it and said it. The first time I'd ever said it. And I said, I've been saying I've been going places. And I told you guys, you've been realizing I'm not going there. So I told you guys what I was doing. I was like, I'm just saying I'm going places to watch someone else copy everything I say. And it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, moving on now. Yeah, bro, it's cold here too, Ferg. So the other day, Bon voyage, Michael Testro. You can go report back to your sergeant now. I don't know what it is. He really just not firing up these days. It's so cold when I piss, it freezes up like popsicles. Damn. I've heard of it being so cold up the snow and stuff. Yeah, she's going all right. So I was speaking to JJ earlier, actually. So if I hadn't have gone to Melbourne, JJ probably would have been on tonight's live. But yeah, there was a bit of a miscommunication there. We'll just leave it at that. He needs more fake cleaning. Who? Oh, so here's the truth, right? So Yesh, Yesh and Wana, although people would probably read that and think that does not say that, but it does. And so anyway, the person that you're talking about, Zymer, knew him well, done plenty of time with him. As a matter of fact, when he done his big one, I done most of my big one the whole time I was in Scarborough South. He was there, right? But here's the truth: people ask me all the time to do stories on certain people, this and that. This bloke's still alive, yeah. So he's got his own story to tell. It's not my job to tell his story. Do you know what I mean? And I always say this at the end of me saying this: there's a fine line between telling a story and telling on someone, and I never get it twisted. Were you a bikie? I was. You look like you vote Labor. You look like you lick blue bus windows. What club? Yeah, I just don't talk about it. Do you know what I mean? The information is readily available out there if you look. Yeah. I think that shows our age as well when you know about the blue bus. People, there's maybe some millennials in the chat right now that are going, "What the fuck does that even mean, blue bus?" What the fuck is in the water at the moment? Nah, it's Thursday night. Everyone's on the fucking Terps because the footy's on. They're all Victorians. You can tell by the way they're talking. That's just what it is. It's either that or they're fucking sitting around with their gangster mates, swinging off the glass barbecue, growing their fucking big crack muscles up and thinking that they're tough. Probably sitting there with their mates going, "Bah, you're so fucking bad. You got him good, bro." Shut up. I fight people like you on the way to a fight. Sorry, I had to say it. Oi, Bobby's channel, what's going on? That's a catchy fucking name, isn't it? Wangsters, not gangsters. Nah, but if you ask them all, they're gangsters. Never once have I ever referred to myself as a gangster. Yeah, I just don't think that it's fucking kosher. The blue bus not around anymore. I would imagine that the blue bus is more needed in 2026 than it was in 1996. Definitely. Are you talking to me, Donna? I wonder if you're talking about the person I'm thinking you're talking about, if you are talking to me. Biff, I mentioned it before, but the best response is I've eaten alphabet soup and shout out, better comment than that. Yeah, that's mad. That's good, actually. Yeah, they're all gangsters until the real gangster shit needs to be done. That's exactly right. Do you know what I mean? They're all gangsters until they're in the fucking cop shop singing like a canary on their best mate. And then when they've lagged on their best mate and their best mate's doing 10 years because they're a snitch, they go and sleep with the wife or girlfriend and steal all your mates' fucking cars and motorbikes and shit like that. That's how it goes. Oh, oi! I'll tell you what. I'm pretty sure it was Steven Spidotto, but if it wasn't, it was definitely like a Steven Spidotto comment. But it was in every Bonnie lass. No, in every Bonnie Blue, there's 10 Bonnie lads. In every Bonnie Blue, there's 10 Bonnie lads. I'm pretty sure that was it. It sounds funny in my head. Probably doesn't sound funny when it's voiced. That happens a lot. You know, when you think of something in your head and you're like, that's so funny. And then when you voice it and it comes out like you've just said, you're like, what the fuck just happened? That sounded so good in my head. What was the emergency? So, I mean, it was an emergency and it was an emergency. But yeah, like I had something come up and bite me in the ass from fucking 12 and a half years ago. It was just stupid. Like it shouldn't have even happened. It's fucking way past its fucking statute of limitations. It's only a they were literally doing that. I don't know why, but like so they could, don't know, get at me, whatever. Now you guys remember, if you guys remember, right before I got arrested and had to fucking when I went to the fucking Desi Freeman compound. So if you guys remember, my son was in New South Wales. His mum lives in New South Wales, right? And if you remember, I came on here that night saying the police are hassling my son about the video. And that was New South Wales police too. And it was like, what the hell? And then, yeah, that if you remember, he's like, they want to talk to you. And that's obviously what it was about. No. The silence is long gone. The silence is long gone. So for those of you that have been following me for a long time, I did get charged with having a silencer and a firearm that connected to it 3.5 years ago now. But that nearly sent me back. That nearly got me bulk time. And the only thing that saved me is the fact that somebody walked into a police station with it and said it was mine. Honest to God, I don't know. It's very hard to say this to people without silences aren't things that you come across very often in this when I was in that world. Yeah, it's just how it is. Like people think that it's the movies. It's fucking not. It's not like you can just go down the street and say, hey, brother, hook us up a fucking 9mm with a silencer. Doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? People watch too much TV. And I was actually quite surprised. I was like, wow. Yep. All right. You got to pay treachery. Well played. Pay treachery where fucking treachery is fucking due. And yeah, I had to fight that one. But I knew I was pretty sweet, yeah, because I'd never seen it before. I knew it wasn't going to have any of my fingerprints or DNA on it. I'd also been out of trouble for X amount of years. At the time was 2.5 years. And yeah, I literally had to, some of you legends sat through court with me. And I literally said to you guys, if you remember, it was when the judge, the same judge that was in the Desi Freeman case, was my judge when he shouldn't have been my judge. He should have, like, before he was a judge, he was my solicitor. He was my dad's solicitor. He was my brother's solicitor. He was my sister's solicitor. He was also my mum's solicitor when she was going for custody. So literally represented everyone in my immediate family. And my partner at the time used to work for him, used to clean up and clean the offices. And then my girlfriend's mum was the head receptionist for this solicitor at the time. And yeah, I walked straight in there, and as soon as, like, because I got locked up at first and then I got released on bail, and as soon as I was out of lockup and able to speak what I wanted to say in an environment where I couldn't just get fucking yanked out and fucking taken back to jail, you know. And so I said it. I said, "You can't be my judge, you fucking shifty motherfucker. You used to be my fucking solicitor." And here's the truth, absolute truth, right? I was at court one day, and so this solicitor was a duty solicitor, right? And he had his own practice, but he was the local duty solicitor. So everyone used him, right? And so we'd be out the front having a smoke, and he'd come out and he'd be like, "Can I please have a smoke?" You'd be like, "You're a fucking barrister. What are you talking about, botting smokes off me, you shifty fucker?" Anyway, this day I went to court. The judge that was hearing the court case that day stood the court case down because he said that my lawyer looked like he was affected by alcohol, which is now the judge. But yeah, that's what it was. And the thing was, like, I wanted to go on there and tell you guys exactly what was happening, but I knew that was the wrong thing to do, because you guys then would have known that there's police lurking around and I'm fucking in another state. Like, you probably would have thought it wasn't going to end well. I didn't. So yeah, I kept it to a bare minimum as much as I could until I was able to get free from it. And yeah, in the end, it was literally thrown out. So I had to wait until Monday. I literally, like, because I was lucky, right? If I had been put on bail for it, it was literally a stolen set of mags. Long story, I ended up with them, and I got caught with them. Do the crime, you got to do the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, then what happened was, because it was an interstate charge, I ended up getting locked up and doing my 9 years. And because it was a summary charge, it literally should have been thrown out. But they've, like, still pulled my name up when they've seen when they're sitting behind me, and they were like, whoop, straight away. Obviously, it's lit up on their screen. And remember, I said that a few weeks before they were hassling my son. His mum lives in New South Wales, and yeah. I'll tell you what, there's never a dull moment when you come to Melbourne. Thought I was going to get attacked by the fucking vape shop owner before. You fucking get out. We're not so. Like, I'm walking in, right? This is where I bought vapes before. I'm walking in. There's like big cigarette dispensing like they have at the supermarket in there. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't? I'm telling you, it's my lanyard. It's the lanyard. It spins people out. I don't go anywhere without my keys around my neck, or I will leave them wherever they sit. So this is how I go out, and I'm telling you, it's the fucking lanyard. Literally, I remember, what was I doing there? But anyway, I stopped in to see one of my mates that I hadn't seen in a while, and his mate came over, and so we walked out front to say g'day to his mate, and his mate took off. He goes, "I thought he was fucking Department of DHS. Thought I was DHS because of my lanyard." And then that exact same day, because I can't remember what I was there for, but I went around to, my son stays with his mum, and I went around there, and she goes, "You actually look like you work for the government with that lanyard on." And I was like, there is no way that two people have said that to me in one day. Turns out maybe I do, because, like, I swear to God, this thing tripped, and it does say Air Force on it. Highway to the danger zone. Oh, well done. That's a dad joke, Commodores. Well done. But all right, legends, we are going to be getting ready to go to jump off. I do have some important things to do over the next couple of days. And yeah, don't want to be sleeping in this bed till lunchtime. So yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. We have been live for 2 hours. Been another fucking awesome live, you legends. I would say you look like you work in government too. I don't get it, but like, look, I'm fucking covered in tattoos all over my face. I don't understand it. It's literally one or the other for me. It's like you either look like a fucking career criminal or you look like a fucking DHS worker. Yeah, it's late. It's like I jumped on at 10 o'clock, so it's like 12 o'clock now, just after. I'm late. If I'm late for work tomorrow, I'm blaming Cole. Doesn't mean anything these days, tats. I know. We live in a world where tats are a lot more accepted than what they were 20 years ago. But let's not get it twisted. When you roll into somewhere looking like me, especially if I've been driving, I don't wear my glasses when I drive. And so I don't know, must look different or something. Thanks, Biff, for a cool live. You look very smart today. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You bloody legend. Good night, everyone. You absolute bunch of legends. Thank you for another banging live. These lives have been really, really awesome. And yeah, it's 2 a.m. in New Zealand. Let's go. Biff, why is Facebook like jail? You have a profile picture, you sit around day writing on walls, and you get poked by guys you really don't know. Oh, fuck. That is fucking gold. That is well worthy of a Facebook post. All right, legends, much love, much respect. Yeah, stay tuned. We're embarking on some new avenues over the next few days. I am here for a few days. So yeah, I've got a couple of appointments that are important, but other than that, I'm here to film content. All right, legends, much love, much respect. And as always, don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison. We out.